Guys, I'm coming to you live from McAdenville, which is my first standalone location in Charlotte, outside of Charlotte. It's in actually a town called McAdenville, and it's Christmas Town, USA. For 75 years, this town has been known to everybody in Charlotte and all the surrounding areas as the place to go every Christmas. So imagine that. My first location in North Carolina, and I am the official candy store of Christmas Town, USA. You cannot beat that. So let me give you a little tour, tell you about who I am, what I'm doing to kind of get you acclimated. And here we are in McAdenville. You can see our little branding here. There I come. All right, we're gonna go in and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. All right, so here you go. This is what we see when we come in. Candy and more candy. All right, here we are on the little nooks. So the bulk of my business has always been bulk candy. So these are double-sided and they're separated by type. So this is the sour section. This is the gummy section. All right, we have seasonal up front. These are the ongoing favorites like gumdrops and spice drops and Swedish fish. And then you have the chocolate section here, and then also licorice and rings. So here we are, and then we also have all these old school candies. So these are the things that take you right back down memory lane. So do you remember wax bangs or wax lips? Do you remember nerd ropes, jawbreakers, all right, Necco wafers, candy necklaces, candy cigarettes. We actually have, where are my gum ones? Here are the bubble gum ones that puff the smoke. Cigars, cowtails, blackjack gum. All right, you kind of get the idea. So here we are with this, all right? And this is kind of the store. Oh, cooler's open. I have pictures of candy we've taken over the years. And what happens after 18 years is you kind of know a few things, right? What works, what doesn't. And the whole idea of coming to Charlotte was to be able to simplify the model and to be in a place. Let's just do some of our chocolates. Got hit hard yesterday. Anyway, so to be able to do fun things, to be a part of a community, really to be able to have ongoing, consistent business with really great staff who explain everything. All right, so I'm gonna turn it around, hold on. All right, so let's talk about why Charlotte. Charlotte is growing like crazy. My candy store that still exists in New Hampshire, I've had since 2006 is when we signed our lease. I opened January 6th of 2007, and we have been going strong. We've moved around a few places, we've expanded, but we have been in business for 18 years, right? So we know the market, we understand candy, we understand our town. But unfortunately, our town has been having some difficulties. So this is what started me thinking about going south. My grandkids are in Charlotte, which gave me an interest in Charlotte to begin with. But because Charlotte is growing so exponentially, they say 125 people a day move to Charlotte. And on top of that, their median income is very high, which means they have a lot of extra money. You can DoorDash anything in this town, not just McAdenville, but anywhere around Charlotte. The perks, no competition. You have 2 malls that have 2 kiosk candy stores, and that is it. So we are ripe for takeover. We are ripe for profit. This is why I came here. So that's number one. When I came here, I thought I'll just have 10 candy stores, all standalone, similar. I'll simplify the model. This idea about starting over, like knowing everything you know, going back to high school, that is kind of what we've done here with the candy store in Charlotte. I took everything that I knew, what was working, what was not working, what was hard, what made it less profitable, removed those things, came down here, simplified the model. 65% of my business over all of these years has all been bulk candy, which is why we focus on the nooks. It's all self-serve. We also have a greeting process that ensures that every person, I'll give you an example. You go to Starbucks, and if you love Starbucks, cool, but if you don't, you feel dumb at Starbucks. You don't understand the sizes, you don't understand all the options. I just want a cup of coffee with cream and sugar. I don't understand all this stuff. The same is true at the candy store. People wander and they're like, how do I do this? What do I do? What's the price? So my girls, staff, every day, When they greet, they have a greeting process. They greet, they ask if they've been in, they thank them for coming, and they explain. So we have this process that 9 times out of 10 people do the jars when they come in. Nobody goes to a candy store to not spend money. So this is kind of what we've done in Charlotte. Maybe I'm rambling a little bit, but the idea is true, is that we took everything we know. We came to Charlotte. We're on the outskirts with a game plan of 10 stores in 2 years to be able to have a 5X valuation and exit. Now, the model has changed a little bit because we've learned. We've entered Pace Morby world where we learn about creative finance and creative structure. So we have a co-branded store. We opened within 2 months of opening this first store where for very little money, we could get space in somebody else's store. So we're going to continue that model. So the goal is 6 stores that are brand, which are really high profit because we don't have to pay for staff. We just have to make sure they have candy. There's a rev share model. And then we also are going to open 4 standalone stores. And let me tell you why. I'm going to sit down and tell you. Okay, so there's a reason we do standalone stores. Number one, it's for valuation. So we think and know that having our own location with our own traffic, with our own employees, gives weight and value to the brand, to have a candy headquarter. But there's also a couple of reasons that maybe you don't know about. Over 18 years, actually, I have been working within the community. I work with our downtown merchants. So I was downtown chair for 12 years in our downtown group in Keene, New Hampshire. And by doing that, you get to work with other people. You get to start projects. You get to start events. You get to start campaigns to help the business grow, but not only grow, but have a foundation in the community. We are their local candy store, that we are special to them when they are going to have a birthday. They come and get their free candy for their birthday. When they read at the local libraries for the summer reading program, when you were a kid and you got free pizza for reading, we do free candy for reading, and the local library systems promote us. We are their top prize. So it's really important to have a location in each county so we can do those things. And it may wind up being more locations that are standalone. There are, I think, 6 counties surrounding Charlotte, but we are in right now, we have 2. One's open, one is committed, and then we have a brand in another county, and that's in South Carolina. So we're just hoping to kind of circle Charlotte and be a presence here, a brand that is trustworthy and considered and known for fun, for community support and involvement. And all of those things bring us value so that someday, when we decide to exit as a team, that we can exit for a really strong thing. And I'm going to tell you why. This is important to me for my Everest. If you don't know what Everest is, it's like we have in our community in Pace's world, we all set our Everest. It's our big dreams, the things we're passionate about that we want to do to change the world. Mine is to help 1 million small business owners to develop and implement exit plans. And what better proof that anybody can exit the way they want to, starting completely over from scratch in a brand new city, being able to exit in 2 years the way that I want to. It's the case study showing that anybody can do this. They shouldn't just quit and give up when it gets hard, when a broker tells them don't bother selling. To not muddy the water, but this is my why. This case study proves anybody can become exitable from their business. Everybody can build something that's valuable and sellable. Everybody can have their life back. Starting a business does not have to be a life sentence where you don't even get parole, right? A jail that you build yourself. And that's what most business owners are. We work so hard. So the goal is to streamline and slim it down so it's efficient and easy. I'm not running all the things, which is what I've done all these years. So my past experience, I had 2 restaurants and 2 candy stores I were running all at the same time. I did that for a few years. I had my first restaurant 5 years, and then my landlord decided not to renew my lease because they wanted to control my hours. Long story short, I'm only with the candy store now. I had a partner earn in, she changed her mind, and now I'm back in it. I'm like, what great opportunity to prove that I could do this in a brand new city. Who knows? I hope that this model works so well, and I believe 150% that it will work so well that we can go do this in every city across the country. So I hope you join me on this trip. I hope you understand a little bit more about what we're doing here and why, about how I have all these years of experience, and I'm really excited about being able to do this here, making an impact on Charlotte, taking you along with me for the ride. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps.